I'm the odd one out.
And we're live.
Oh,
All right, who's
Robin
going to be the
asked
first
him-
person to tell me that we were late?
Robin asked him, well, it's still 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
True.
well, it says 8:01 on my computer.
So it was Robin. Robin was here, and it's wrong.
And this was the last time they had Robin on Improv Technology.
Can you imagine if you said that and your camera just disappeared?
Just, just gone.
Just yeeted her out of existence.
Listen, I'm the person that types first in the chat whenever a YouTube video comes up.
Oh,
Well, hello, Becca. Hello, Joe. Hello, Brianna Blumer. Hello, Erin. Hello, Tori. Hello, Dan. Dan's excited that Robin's here.
Dan did not say hello.
Yay!
He just said Robin.
Robin!
Just Robin.
Hello, Dan.
That is, in fact, Robin.
But not that one. As,
Not-
as per my name title.
I forgot that when you start StreamYard, the first comment says live viewer comments show up on StreamYard, and I almost said, "Who is this duck?"
That's Ducky the StreamYard duck,
That's a,
as
yeah.
known by the Powered by StreamYard logo and the StreamYard overlay.
Ooh.
Oh, what does?
We also have our IT overlay.
Oh, I can present slides. Yo, we should have
Oh,
a
no.
PowerPoint. We should have a PowerPoint night. And
Oh,
each
that'd be
make
fun.
PowerPoints.
And each
Okay.
You have no slides. Well, that's just rude.
Well, well, for free?
What? Oh, not her! Get her out of there!
Not for free. Come on now.
When you said for free, Robin, I thought you meant about my slides, and I was like, well, I'm not paying for them. I was like, I didn't
You
realize
gotta
that was
buy
free.
the slides.
No, Jonathan, that's what I was talking about. I wanted to pay to see your slides.
You're the only one.
That's not true.
On that note, that's. Be quiet from the kitchen.
Okay, yeah, I think it's time to ask what TV show our living rooms are from.
Well, as you can see, Jonathan and I retired, and we moved into the same ranch-style home in Miami, Florida.
What's the
Hateful.
address?
What is it? What are we? 6511 Richmond Street?
It's something Richmond Street.
That's what I 6511 Richmond.
Richmond
I
Street.
said that Richmond.
It's 62 something.
11. Come in here if you're gonna yell at me.
No, you ate the cheesecake.
A pot kettle.
Dave's here? Pot Kettle Dave.
I know who
Oh.
you're talking about. Bus
It's
driver.
not one of your men.
Stop yelling. The neighbors can hear you. Let the others talk about their living rooms.
Good Lord.
Mr. Wolfthal.
Yeah.
Definitely not a high school student. Alex, but 30. Robin, not that one.
No, we want to know
What's
what
yours?
living room.
No, it's your room.
Oh, what's my room? I thought you were just addressing me.
Introduction.
I love that Jeff just did that thing where you're in a room of people who you've just learned their names, and it is you trying to prove to them you retained the names. So you say them an excess amount of time.
That is a CII staple.
I was saying,
And
that's what's
I
called
fail
Jeff
it.
the first day of rehearsal.
Yes. That's called me Sunday at tea time when there were two people that I met officially at Christmas last year and did not remember their names. So I awkwardly had to admit that at tea time.
Yikes.
Eh.
All right, what's your room?
Oh, my room. I'm living in Springfield, baby.
Hey.
And Robin, could you share with us what television show yours is from?
Oh, yes, this is from the hit classic either House MD or those $1 Million Mansion shows on YouTube.
Listen, you telling me that's not a CW home? Like that is straight up.
Wait, hold on. I think
Oh yeah, that's where
this
Walker,
is,
Texas Ranger lives.
I think this is actually potentially the set that is used in Stranger Things season 3 when this FBI agent shoot the house.
Oh.
I only know it because I've seen it in like 5 different shows.
I like that Jonathan was going with the CW like circa Dynasty.
Sure.
Mhm.
We can go for that.
I know.
Listen, it is generic background number 3.
That was my nickname in high school.
Yes, Alex with the Golden Girls kitchen and me with a random living room.
No. She
No,
got
Mary
it.
Gotcha.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I'm sorry, Mary. I did almost
Look
put
at
this-
you just playing the victim. Jonathan.
Yeah, just always trying to be the victim.
Oh, Matthew's right. This could be the like new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air set.
Oh, sure, but the problem is there's a ceiling. And we all know that there's no ceiling in Fresh Prince.
There's not. Guys, I think I terrorized Jonathan out of the show.
Well, it's about damn time.
Well, then I guess we'll probably start the show.
The IT crowd.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Improv Technology. I am your host, Jeff Wolfthal, and this evening I am joined by 3 of the most fabulous improvisers I know, and that were available at 8 o'clock on a Thursday night. First off, a pleasure to have in class. It's Alex Stompoli.
That was code for this one's gay when I was growing up.
Still chasing the rush of being made line leader, it's Robin Fertitta.
Man, you know me, high school, that was the best time. Definitely not in the closet then.
And finally, an athletic supporter, Jonathan Handley.
You know what? Strike 2.
We're here to do some improv for you all tonight, and by we, I mean at least 2 people and Jonathan sometimes. What that means is that everything you're about to see tonight is pulled off the top of their heads and out the recesses of their asses. Yeah. So didn't we all get ass at recess? Was that no? Just me?
Yeah, well, grew up Italian.
I like the idea that grew up Italian, left it behind.
Yeah, I follow the Irish now.
I saw the error of my ways, and I switched to the other side of the neighborhood.
Man, y'all ready for an improv show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
And Jonathan, just so you know, Aaron saw no bullying, just love. I
He's got
heard your
nothing.
disembodied voice. I know that you're there. All right, fine. We're just going to get started with the show. We're going to
I'm
start with
here.
a game called 1, 2, 3 Serious.
You've got one more strike.
Oh, no.
Jonathan's gone to Sicily.
Could you imagine if I came back with a different background and was like, I'm sorry, for the purposes, I've had to move location.
Just change your virtual background. Oh, man. We're going to play 1, 2, 3 Serious. What that means is that 2 people are going to stay on screen. They are going to say the phrase 1, 2, 3 Serious. and they are going to act out an improvised scene. If at any point they break, they crack a smile when they shouldn't, they start laughing at themselves or the other person, they are out. They are replaced in the scene by someone else, and a new scene based off the same suggestion starts. Are there any questions? All right, then we are going to start with Jonathan and Robin, because we want to capitalize that Jonathan is still on screen. And to get you all started, you are crocodile hunters. And whenever you're ready, action.
Oh, wow.
One.
Oh, yeah. One,
One,
two,
two,
three. Serious.
Serious. Crikey.
Oh, good day.
Oh, I see you've been practicing your Australian accent.
I have. Was it good?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Okay.
You've been listening to the tapes?
Shrimp on the barbie.
Oh, I'm telling you what, those trips to the Outback Steakhouse have really helped us.
I know. God, what do they call it again? What's their phrasing? Is it when you're here, your family?
No, it's
It's
welcome.
Bada-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Wait, no.
Something. It's welcome.
Welcome to the
The Outback.
yeah. We got wallabies.
Yeah, they couldn't.
So
fit that.
Oh, God.
Robin's out. Alex in.
One,
2, 3.
three.
Serious.
Listen, your sister has been practicing her Australian accent again.
You bought her the tape.
I know. I tried, and we went to Outback, and it's not working.
Did she manage to get the whole slogan?
Yes, she got.
Bring
welcome to the
here your
Outback.
wallabies.
Yes, we have wallabies. She got that part. It's just, how are we ever going to start our act as a Renaissance era crocodile hunting duo on the circuit if she doesn't get the Australian accent?
I think we
Yes. Shooter.
no.
Oh,
No. I've lost one sister. I'm not losing another.
that's fair. I have been
We
through
didn't
3
shoot the
partners.
last one. It was just at the mall. I think we need to encourage. What is Australian sound? Australia's close to like a Cockney, and if she's drunk, she could do it.
All right. Okay, so we're going to hunt crocodiles drunk.
We're gonna hunt them drunk.
Hunt them drunk.
Hunt them
And hang them
drunk.
dry.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna hunt them so drunk they may become alligators.
Alex is out. Robin returns.
All right, so we've reviewed.
You got a 1, 2, 3 serious.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
One,
One,
two,
two,
three.
three.
Serious.
Serious.
So I took the advice.
Yeah.
I
How
got
much of that Manischewitz did you have?
Well, it was a lot more than I thought it'd be.
I told your brother we shouldn't give you something that tasted like grape juice.
Well, what's wrong with grape juice? Don't they use that in like communion and stuff?
Did you eat the saltines that I provided?
You brought saltines?
There were saltines with the Manischewitz.
Oh, I like saltines.
You drank holy wine on an empty stomach?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
my-
gotta. It's the most price-effective way to drink.
What?
Yeah, you got nothing for that, do you?
I'm just speechless. I'm speechless.
I'm
Speechless.
Listen, are we gonna hunt the crocodiles or not?
All right, first,
I
okay.
found one in the backyard.
In the backyard.
Yeah, it's just there.
In our backyard. We've got
Yeah.
crocodiles in
Yeah.
Minnesota.
In Minnesota, yeah. Either that or it was the TV was on. I've had a lot. God. How do I? Should I? Can you sober me up a little? This is.
Oh, God. Get the saltines. Just grab the
I'll
saltines.
get the saltines. Yeah. Already helping.
Yeah. So you drank both bottles, huh?
There was a second bottle. Should I? Can I?
That was one bottle of Manischewitz.
I'm a lightweight. What can I say?
And I didn't even hear your Australian accent.
Oh, sorry. Shrimp on the barbie.
And Jonathan's out. Alex is in. Last round.
Want to crack open that second bottle
You
of
got a 1, 2, 3 serious.
1, 2, 3.
Three. Serious.
Serious. You didn't mean to make the old gods mad. Do you want to crack open that second bottle of Manischewitz?
Let's crack it open.
Listen, we got that. We got shrimp on the bobby.
On the barbie. Yeah.
I heard you say you saw a crocodile in the backyard.
I mean, that's what we're supposed to hunt, right?
You sure it wasn't an alligator?
What's the difference?
Some scotch tape and red hair dye.
Which one is the one with the red hair dye?
I think it's the crocodile midlife crisis.
Oh, is it like a oh, okay.
Mhm.
I didn't know crocodiles had hair.
Not what you think.
And Alex is out. That's the end of the game. Well done, everybody.
I looked up at Jonathan. I saw him laughing. Like the editor mode.
It's because when you said the scotch tape and red hair dye, first of all, quote, and then Robin was like, which one? I said, not the one you think. You didn't use it then, but then 2 minutes later, you said it, and it just broke me.
I looked at it. I saw you laughing, and I laughed it. Oh, good stuff. You and Robin
Well
went
played.
so
Much
long.
serious.
We did. I
I'm
realized
proud of you all.
Feisty.
being drunk was too easy to not laugh, so I had to sober back up.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
We've all been
That's
there.
fair. Apparently, that is Joe Germano's kind of hunting the drunk
Oh,
kind.
good.
And on Manischewitz, that's a special kind of drunk. You know that not all Manischewitz is holy wine. It's just kosher, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And
I am I'm well versed in my religions.
If anyone knows, man, it's
I'm
Jeff.
well bottomed in my religions.
It is. Listen, I
Well,
know my Manischewitz.
speaking of being well bottomed, we're gonna play YouTube channels. What that has to do with
Mercy.
being a bottom, we'll find out. In this game, each of them are going to be their own channel on YouTube. Whatever kind of channel it manifests based on the suggestion. And I'm gonna flip through them like a bored millennial on a Thursday night. Because, well, what do you think I was doing before I got on for this show?
We can't discuss that.
True. So, Alex, your suggestion comes from Joe Germano. Extreme clowning.
Ooh. What does it mean?
We'll find out. Robin, your suggestion comes from Tori Marie Fraley Hogg. Thank you, Tori. Kindergarten gardens. Whatever that means to you. And then Jonathan,
All right.
yours comes from Aileen Cairns. Thank you, Aileen. Most likely to get arrested.
Okay.
Whatever that means to you. So, in a moment, I am going to start bringing them back in one at a time and just flipping around, watching the previews of whatever YouTube videos pop up on their channel. So, let's see here. I'm going to go away, and then we'll see what comes up.
Ooh, and welcome back to our channel. We're here with MXC Most Extreme Clowning, and if we got an impressive lineup of tips and tricks of the trade. As always, I'm thrilled to be here. I am Bobo the Clown. There's just been a slight issue with today's video. I flew Delta in prepping for this. I'm in the middle between gigs, and they have lost my luggage. So we're gonna make do. But clowning is it's improvising with humor and base level props. So I'm sure I've got something in here that I can use for clowning. Where's it coming from? Extreme! It's not nearly as exciting as you think. All of these tricks that I'm going to teach you, in order to make them extreme, I recommend doing in like a dangerous place, like teeter-tottering on the edge of a cliff, crocodile hunting in Minnesota, and in a small minded town in a parking lot that probably is where the Walmart is or was, depending on how the socioeconomic agenda is going. You know, the inflation's bad and everyone's suffering. But that's not what we're about here on MXC, on Most Extreme Clowning. I think the only other way to kind of amp this up is we're going to practice a clowning trick that I love. It's the knife throw, but we're going to leave those stunt knives behind, and I'm going to go grab... That's
Welcome, campers. So glad to have you back to the channel where we learn how to garden indoors. You know, gardening indoors can be tons of fun, and I really think that more people should do it, including you little campers. That's you. That's you. And make sure that you always talk to your parents and get a lot of good soil. I like to get mine from Home Depot because they're really kind to their communities. And yeah, get the soil, put it in a little pot. If you can't find a pot, just grab any old cup from your parents' cupboard. They won't mind. I have this little pot here. Oh, there it is. This way. Yeah, as you can see, experience the Flavor Fest. It's my favorite band. Brand. Oh, I had a little. Don't worry about it, kids. You can buy one of these on Amazon for $200. Talk to your parents, or don't. Just use their card.
Welcome back. It's me, Police Scanner Sam, sitting home with a strong bow and a Pall Mall. And tonight, you guessed it, it's Thursday. It's another night of suspicious superlatives, where I sit around and I talk about local criminals who fit the description of most likely to be arrested. Tonight, we're talking about a quarterback named Jim Timley, who played for the local football team. Now, the football wasn't the only thing he was playing. He was also playing the field. Well, I mean, he's a football player, so he was playing the field. But I mean, he was also, he had a lot of women. That was his drug, was women. And well, he got in with the mayor's daughter. Now, and the mayor is the brother.
We are really trying to make it work with whatever we have lying around the house for today. But I was flipping through YouTube channels myself, and it seems like a drunkard in the town that I'm actually MXC, Most Extreme Clowning in, has stolen my luggage wearing my hair while going off about a high schooler and his family. But you know what? Clowning is about making it work in a pinch. So we're just gonna, because we're living life to the extreme, to the extreme, and this is about as extreme as you can get. I mean, the circus has really gone downhill, guys. If you're not a clown now, please don't do it. I mean, we've lost all the elephants because people thought we were mistreating them. You know, we can't put as many people as we used to in the car because obesity rates are up. So it's only like 2 of us getting out of a 2-door sedan. That's not funny. That just looks normal. Yeah, it's really just sad. And now most of us are accused of being serial killers, and that's only true really half of the time. Honestly, it's given us clowns a bad rap. It's probably like 1 every 3 that you have to worry about. But you can usually tell which ones those are pretty off the cuff there. They're not the most extreme. They're the most like cuckoo. It's a little crazy. But you know, I think that clowning is still a lovely profession. It's the last of vaudeville, really, and it's just sad that we've kind of fallen to the wayside and we've become I blame Stephen King, actually, if we're going to get into it. The second.
Now, Sobble, I'm really sad today. Why's that, Vmon? Well, Sobble, I learned that my parents didn't buy into the NFTs that this wonderful channel is selling. Oh, NFTs? What are those? Well, NFTs are non-fungible tokens. It's perfect for all types of indoor gardening because you can get whatever plants you want despite the environment that they might normally live in. I love NFTs. So do I, Vmon. Yeah, Sobble, what if we made some NFTs together? Oh, that's a great idea. We should ask the comments. Let's look at the comments from the last video and thoughts they have of what NFTs we might make next. Oh, there's this one about a lovely aloe plant. Yes. Oh, aloe plants are so lovely. They're great for healing wounds. Yeah. Oh, let's look at another one. What does this one say? Ah, an NFT of the Twin Towers? That's a little strange, but I'm sure we can find a way to make it plant-like, shouldn't we?
And I tell you what, in spite of all that, in spite of everything he'd been through, that young man scored the winning touchdown at the homecoming game in '96. And then, shut up, Jeff. And then at the end of it, they took him off the field and they took him into the big house. But he got out. He got out after a couple of years of good behavior. And I heard he's pretending to be a clown now. That's the thing he's into. I think he's about round back these parts. And that just goes to show you, kids, just because you voted most likely to be arrested in high school don't mean you can't live your dreams of being a clown on the weekdays. Jim, Timley, but you won the touching home down touchdown homecoming '96. You're my hero.
You have my hair.
Now I knew these new plugs I got put in felt funny.
You violated the restraining order again, didn't you?
Well, friends, countrymen, Romans, it's been a good time hanging out with y'all, but for reasons I cannot discuss, I have got to.
Oh, when you buy into the NFTs, you're gonna have a really good time. But don't tell your mom to watch this video. You want to make sure you take the card from the wallet of your mothers when they're sleeping or they're off on a bender with their respective husbands or anybody else, because we don't discriminate. We're super inclusive here. Yeah, just make sure that you pay for all of it on their cards.
And that's the game.
Lord have mercy.
Bravo, everybody. Well done. And if you enjoyed that, you can Venmo us at the IT Crowd. Whatever you are able to send our way, we greatly appreciate, and it gets distributed equally amongst the people that are performing tonight. We love having guests like Robin. So the thing that helps that is us being able to financially incentivize them joining us in this weird virtual space where the only laugh they can hear is mine.
Yeah.
Just make sure to steal it from your mom's wallet.
NFTs accepted, apparently.
Yeah.
I think Alex is still touching up the clown makeup.
Listen, now's
Well-
not the time to get into it, but I do not understand NFTs.
I mean, is now really not the time to get? We could.
No.
They're just JPEGs that
It's
take a
not
lot
about-
of resources.
What if there was? I don't know what people believe. I don't want to. But if there is a god, what if he just showed up and said it's pronounced Jod and then just sort of disappeared? It's because you said JPEG. Could you like the GIF debacle? Carry on.
Mm-hmm.
GIF GIF. You
Choosy
don't say
moms like
GIF.
you choose
It's-
GIF.
It's not GIF Wolfall.
Please, GIF Wolfball was my great uncle.
The GIF Wolfall? I just walked into my room and I saw that wig and something took over me and Josh had a strongbow in the fridge and I thought, well, here we go,
And now
Oh,
you
this
owe
is-
Josh a strongbow. So
I
if you
didn't
want to help
open it.
Jonathan repay Josh for the strongbow,
I didn't know.
Venmo us at the IT Crowd.
I look like I
Don't
wear
tell them that you didn't open it.
Yeah, but you touched it, and that's enough.
Sometimes that's
No, go on.
Next
Finish.
game. Next
I
game.
will say it does make me cackle, Jeff, when you adjust your microphone because it doesn't register your microphone as part of it. It looks like you're grabbing parts of the background.
Oh, I got to update the specials board back there here at Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
See, I'm still on the Fox Animation channel, but in a different show. The next game that we're going to play is a game called Director Overlord. This is a game where they're going to be acting out a scene, and then they're going to have to do it again in a bunch of different genres that you sent us in the suggestion post earlier this week. We still do suggestion posts every week that we're going to have a show. So if you didn't get a chance to respond to the suggestion post this week, that's fine. I totally get it. But keep an eye out for those because we love getting your suggestions. So, to start you all off, before we get to that, the next game we're going to play, we need you to submit questions that you want to ask them for advice. So, start getting those in the chat. I'll go through the comments as we go through the show. But for Director Overlord, which is our next game, here is your suggestion. Wedding Day Jitters. That's the suggestion for you to get started. Wedding Day Jitters. And whenever you're ready, action.
You think
Mama?
Steve's gonna go through with it?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you gals about.
Yeah.
Now, I know that it's unconventional to have the wedding entertainment present for the bride's private moments, but I only had one bridesmaid, so you'll have to do.
Happy to fill in. I was honestly surprised I even booked the gig.
Well, we couldn't get the Celine Dion impersonator, so you were the next in line.
And-
Ooh, you like sleight of hand magic?
I do.
Well, tough shit. Sorry. I'm just excited to be here. I thought I'd branch out. I can't do it. I'm more of like a funny ha ha. But you were saying you don't.
Yes. So this is a serious.
Yeah,
So-
Janine, it's a good thing that Steve likes clowns.
Yes. Well, and I did that to soften the blow. I figured Steve's first thing was he loves Celine Dion. The second thing was he likes clowns, which brings us to the conversation we had this morning.
Oh, do tell.
He prefers
Steve-
French Canadian clowns.
Well, that's one way of putting it. Steve, God, how do I say this?
With your words?
I'm trying. Steve, well, he likes a certain type of equipment. Steve told me this morning that he's homosexual.
Cut. All right. I'm loving the intent. I'm loving the energy that this scene is having right now. But I think it needs something a little more. It needs higher stakes. It needs arid air.
Yes.
I want you to do it again. Do it all again as a Western.
All right.
All right?
Oh,
Do it again as a Western.
Yeah.
And action.
You think that Yellow Belly's gonna come through with this?
I don't know, but that coward and me's done had a bit of a rendezvous this morning before the sun come up.
Before the sun come up?
Yep, the rattlers was high in the brush when we was talking. Well, if it ain't the town clown, Bimby.
Oh,
This
Bimby.
car ain't big enough for the three of us.
Oh, Bimby. I'm so glad you're here, considering I only had one bridesmaid and you was filling in.
Happy to be here, partner. Before we get down to business and we start discussing that yellow barely sleazeball, I have a question. You
All
fellas
right.
sleight of hand magic?
I love it.
Well,
Especially
why,
with
doggy, I
gunslinging.
do.
Well, tough shit.
Oh, Bimby.
Whoa! Them's
Oh,
fighting words.
listen,
Sorry.
you keep talking about that, you're going to be on the action end of a double barrel.
I'm just excited. Let me holster them, fellers. I'm just excited to be here.
Get Smith and Wesson away.
Now,
Well,
what I
it's a
said-
good thing that Yellow Belly Coward does like clouds, but yeah, what were you saying
Right,
about
well,
those rattlers?
The Yellow Belly couldn't get the local saloon girl, so he had to settle for the second best.
Oh
Canadian?
no!
You're Canadian?
Pew pew.
Classic Canadian.
Always firing off too early.
That's what I'm here to talk about. So Steve, the Yellow Belly,
Yeah.
talked to me this morning before the cock had a chance to crow.
You don't mean
Oh, I mean that feller's bread is buttered on the wrong side of heaven. Yep. You heard it here, folks. He'd rather be down at the local dancing hall shaking his
Yankee?
pinafores.
Well, he's yanking something, I suppose.
That's right. Saying it plain here in the Wild West, Steve is a homosexual.
Cut.
Listen, that was inspired work. I've never
Yeah.
felt so dropped into a character, honestly.
No,
Props to the
There
props
should have been a
department.
clown
That's
in
good.
Brokeback Mountain.
I never knew that there were so many old Western ways of saying that someone was a homosexual.
Well, yeah, the West was a lot gayer than you thought.
Yeah.
I believe it. A lot of chaps in the Old West.
Mm-hmm.
All
None of them
asked-
had asses. Yep,
Thank you. See, you understand.
we get
True,
it.
it's true. But I think
After an evening with him, you'd feel chapped. You know what I mean?
I still think this is missing something.
Yeah.
I want to see
Yeah.
you do the scene again, but this time I want to see it big, like Godzilla big. But also, I need a little more pomp, more circumstance,
Yeah.
more music. I need you to do this as a kaiju musical.
Okay. All right.
Okay, well, right.
And action.
Have you seen Steve Lair?
Steve, upset.
Lumbering, lumbering, the monster is lumbering.
Oh no, what could have happened to the monster?
Hear ye, people of the town.
What?
If you don't listen, shit is going down. I got a big foot and I'll stomp it out. Wait, hold on. Is that a clown?
Yes.
It's the resident clown to save the day.
So let it be known that Godzillas have feelings and I'm getting married today. But did you know, oh, it's so heartbreaking that my partner says he's gay.
Oh no, 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 he's gay.
Don't say gay.
Oh
Don't
no,
say
no, he's
gay.
gay.
Don't
We were
say
supposed
gay.
to go down the aisle together, but he says he'd rather go with a fella. I know it sounds not like it, but I am a lady. Why the hell are you being so shady? Steve is a homosexual.
Don't say gay. Don't say gay.
Oh no, he's gay.
Cut. That's the end of the game. Well done. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Nothing like putting the parts of you that you are the most insecure about front and center in the screen.
Close up on.
Every time I do this show and my face is the only thing there, I go, here we go.
I just, with the mouth, it just makes like you're like,
It's actually pretty good sad clown makeup.
It's very solid.
I
Yeah.
just pretend sad clown, but I'm happy to help.
You're laughing. Alex has put on clown makeup and you're laughing.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
It's because
It
it's
is-
just the bottom lip. So it's just. Thank you. Lady Godzilla has been through so much.
Yeah.
No, I made sound.
If we're going off of the Matthew Broderick one, she's got so many babies to raise. Like she
And I
needs,
just
she needs a
thought-
good man to help out.
I just thought Steve would be there, you know?
Yeah.
Never trust a man named Steve.
He's hosting the
Mhm.
costume contest at 5 and 30. He's a busy
Yeah, he's different.
That rapscallion.
Some days he's a
rapping
pirate.
stallion.
He has some serious identity issues.
Yeah.
But you know what doesn't have identity issues? This next game. It's called The
Segue.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. In this game, you know who you are. One of you will always give good advice to questions. Another of you will always give bad advice to questions. And the last one of you will always give absolutely ugly advice to any question that is asked of you. So, for the purposes of this game, Robin is always going to give good advice. So you want to always go to her for the good advice. Jonathan is always going to give you bad advice. Bad advice, boy Jonathan. And then Alex is always going to give you the ugly advice. Because only a clown can give you the ugly advice.
Only the best is Brandon Barr S.
That's true. So, to get things started, switching to host view. Our first question is going to come to us from Dana Michike. Thank you, Dana. Dana asks, what is the best way to get someone to change their mind? So we'll start off with you, Robin.
Yeah, well, so I think first and foremost, you don't want to try and give them like the facts that conflict with their point of view, because that automatically puts somebody on their defensive. You need to find something that you two have common ground on, and literally whatever that is. That doesn't even necessarily have to start with the subject, depending on how charged that is. Find good common ground. And from that point, you can start finding different ways to relate to the person on a personal level, because that's usually where somebody will then be more open to changing their mind. And then you can slowly start easing in. Well, okay, well, this point of view that you have has these sorts of implications that affect somebody personally, or potentially in a different way. It could affect, like, how it could affect somebody, trying to make it as personal as possible to you rather than them, so it's on you. And at that point they might be a little bit more open, and you can kind of like slowly work your way. It takes time, it takes a lot of patience, but it is possible.
All right. Thank you, Robin. Jonathan, what are your thoughts?
That was beautiful, but time consuming. I find that the most effective way of changing someone's mind is Facebook comments. No
That's
need
it?
to. That's-
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. Alex.
So we've heard a lot of advice today. It has included time and patience and a good internet connection. And sometimes you don't have any of those. So I think that the best way to change someone's mind is through inpatient surgery. And let me explain. You want to change their mind, something fundamental about them. And so I propose brain transplants, physically change their mind. You're going to want to book an OR. You're going to want to get them a doctor that's covered by the most basic of healthcare plans. We want this very shoddy. Like, we want this doctor to either have just know how to spell the word or have watched a couple episodes of Grey's Anatomy. We are going to cut open. We are going to remove old mind and put in, yes, thank you, Cookie. And then we're going to put in new mind. We're going to let that simmer. We're going to let them, as the children say, cook. And we're going to then reap the rewards. And here's the thing. If it takes, great. Their mind has been changed. And if not, they're a vegetable, and you don't have to put up with their nonsense anymore. And that's a win-win.
Solid. Thank you, Alex. Our next question comes from Richie Richardson. How do you make the neighbor's dog stop peeing in your yard? Very common problem in neighborhoods. Robin, what are your thoughts?
Well, first off, it's important to know that like, a dog misbehaving is more of a symptom than it is the illness. In a sense, it's not the cause. So if a dog is peeing in your yard, you're going to want to try and talk to the owner before anything else. If it is a dog that's owned by somebody. If not, if that's a stray dog, see, this is a tough one, because, like, animals don't understand property lines, because that is a very socially constructed thing. You could instead try and redirect the energy, have an area that is more attractive to animals defecating and urinating in, like, kind of like one of those, like, places in, like, a parking lot. It's like, oh, this is the doggy doo-doo area. So it can encourage them and potentially the owners to bring them there for that spot. So you have a dedicated spot that's not actually messing up your yard, whether that's the grass or the other foliage, flowers, or anything like that. So just kind of redirect the energy rather than telling somebody to stop doing something is always a good plan.
All right.
Cookie
Very
agrees.
good advice. Thank you, Robin. Jonathan,
Well,
your
I'll
take?
be honest. I didn't hear any of that, and I can promise you it's probably useless, because the only advice for a dog peeing on your leg is either one of two things. One is an immediate solution, which is, well, you load the dog up, you take it past the city limits, and you let it out somewhere. Or, if you're a little bit more maniacal, you could just return the favor. Piss back on the dog. See how the dog likes it. Now, there is a chance that it might bite parts of you don't want bitten, but you know what? You have a vendetta, and that's a chance you have to take. I won't explain further.
Thank you, Jonathan. No further explanation needed. Alex, your
We-
opinion, please.
We've heard a lot of advice today that requires time and patience and often a good internet connection. And we don't have time for that as well. So we're going to go, you want to stop something from peeing in your yard? What is a surefire way to get that happen? You can't piss if you don't have the capability to piss. So you're going to catch that animal and you're going to cut off the things that are needed to urinate. I'll let you choose how far that amputation goes. I think dogs look cute when it's just their front legs and the rest of it's in a little cart moving it around. So if that thing stops mid-torso, so be it. I think if you spay and neuter your pets, you should go one step further, permanent catheter. They'll never pee anywhere again.
All right. Thank you, Alex.
You're very
And we have no more questions from our audience because we just don't have time. But thank you to this panel of experts. We greatly appreciate your thoughts. And that's the end of that game.
A sad clown giving bad, ugly advice.
It's very good.
But Joe Germano believes that Robin's good advice might be the best good advice ever given in this game. So well done, Robin.
100%.
Would agree.
Like
Truly
legit.
well thought out good advice.
Thank you. Well, I've had a lot of time working on trying to change people's minds. Grew up from a very conservative family.
Very fair.
You heard her earlier. She grew up Italian. She became Irish.
Oh man, I forgot to do the traditional kind of game for people that it's the first time performing for us, where you have to do a commercial for your home state to
God.
the stock background music the StreamYard provides. So, Robin, I'm gonna put you in focus.
Great.
And I'll start the music, and you go whenever it feels appropriate.
Welcome to Texas, where everything is bigger. Do you want a giant burger that'll clog your arteries? Go to Whataburger, or really any place. Our burgers are great. Do you want a grocery outlet that can be better than the Texas government at times of crisis? Come down to Texas. HEB's got you covered. Do you want a gas station that can service a Walmart? Come to Buc-ee's. Have you ever wondered what it's like to have 100-degree weather in February? You don't have to wonder anymore if you come down to Texas, where we have it all. From flatlands to flatlands, to slightly higher lands, and back to flats. Tornadoes? That's a thing. Come on down to Texas. We got parks and a Greg Abbott, I guess. He doesn't like dogs. Don't worry about him. Come on down. Keep Austin weird. That's not gentrifying at all. Come on down to San Antonio. We've got the Alamo and that one place where Miss Congeniality had the little scene about the favorite date. Or you could go to Dallas, where you have the most confusing roadways ever and some pretty nice theater. Or you should try Houston, where it's nice, hot, and humid, but still too far away from the beach for it to be fun. Then there's El Paso. It's El Paso.
All right,
on.
give it up for Robin.
Yes.
Boy, I've never wanted to go to Texas more.
Listen, it's got good parks sometimes, and the food is great. Oh God, some San Antonio breakfast tacos, I would kill for it.
Okay, good to
Greg
know.
Greg Abbott hates dogs.
Did not know that. Kind of sad about it.
So there was a bill that was like proposed to label dogs being left outside during winter and like freezing temperatures as animal abuse, and he vetoed it.
Oh.
And they still reelected him.
Weird.
Texas. Also, Robin, the call is coming. Show us the kitty.
Oh gosh. Okay. She just got comfortable, so we're gonna see what we can do about.
It can wait a little bit.
No, we're gonna do this now. You're gonna see my back. So, guys, I have a confession. I was not living in a mansion. Um,
What the lies?
I'm so sorry to break it to you guys.
Jonathan and I only bought this house because you said you lived in a mansion.
God, we just bought real estate
No.
in Miami,
Oh,
below
no.
sea
Well-
level.
To catch a flight from Harrisburg to Miami on a Thursday.
All right, we're just gonna move it. There's Cookie. Say hi,
Regal.
Cookie.
Look at that bed.
Oh, Cookie.
That's a nice bed.
Yeah, I got a whole headboard. I had to move it around though, because my room is tilted at an angle, and when I got in, the headboard was at the lowest point of the room.
I've been there. I've been there.
If you two would like to stop the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair from sinking into the ground,
No. Look, it's okay. Look, I'm in the mansion.
never mind.
That was the virtual background.
Oh,
The sinking trailer was the virtual.
Yeah. All right. Are you all ready for one final game?
Yeah.
Because we only have time for one more. It's a sad day, but we're going to finish off with an interrogation. In this game, Jonathan is going to be accused of a crime, and Robin and Alex are going to be interrogating him. So Jonathan cannot know what he did. Goodbye. So now it's up to Robin and Alex.
always is. Always has been.
Jonathan's crime came to us from Debbie Willis Hamlin. Thank you, Debbie. Jonathan overplucked his eyebrows.
But what's the crime, Debbie?
Hey. But not only did Jonathan overpluck his eyebrows, he did it at a drive-in movie theater. Thanks, Joe Germano.
Okay.
And he had an accomplice, world-famous, no longer alive singer, Freddie Mercury.
Okay.
All right, so
Now, is
do
this
you know
what-
Jonathan's crime?
Freddie Mercury?
What was that?
Is this what killed Freddie Mercury?
Perhaps. So I'm going to go away. Jonathan's going to come back in, and you have to get him to confess.
Well. Look who decided to show up.
Sorry, I'm eating my caramel crisps. I hope that's okay. They gave
we
them to me from the vending machine.
We just want to make sure you're comfortable. Do you like sleight of hand magic?
I do.
Well, tough shit.
That's
That's
right.
right.
It's bad cop, bad clown.
We're both bad.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Deal
I
with it.
promise it was a misunderstanding.
I am a terrible clown. I don't think you understand. I had a YouTube channel once. All right, I'll sit down.
Does it feel good knowing what you've done?
Yeah. Don't just sit there expressionless because of your crime.
I just there's a misunderstanding.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
We
Really
can't-
changes. Yeah, can't tell with those facial expressions. Makes it so hard to read.
Mm-hmm. You could never, with what you have done, you could never be a silent film star.
Listen, I can't help that I scrubbed my face off.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
that did happen. We can get that covered. That's not
Listen, it's hard to be 30 and an actress in Hollywood. I can't help I got Botox.
No.
I mean, we
wish
actually
you-
like the Botox.
We
Oh,
wish you
thank
were
you. It helped
stiff.
my wrinkles.
Yeah, but it didn't help. Really raising one of these at you.
Yes,
Because
tell
I'm
me.
just surprised by this.
And at least we can. What
I
Yeah.
can't help I make silly faces.
We can't tell if you have or not. That's the problem.
That's the
because
problem.
I'm wearing this face mask.
No, you
Get that
idiot.
off.
Sorry, it's full of Botox.
Yeah, well, you can make expressions with your mouth and your eyes, but
It always starts. You take one, and then you think, I'll take a few more.
Yeah.
And before you know it, the whole things have changed.
Make it nice and even, but it never is. And you
Never
gotta
is.
take a little more off the other.
And all of a
And-
sudden, you double back, you fix the other, then you double back, and before you know it, where'd it go?
Forget the
I'm gonna
cone
say
to the nose
something
and the
to
eye.
you two bad cops, and if it's what I think it is, that's strike 3, and I will leave.
Remember, I'm not a cop, I'm just a clown.
But I am a cop.
And a clown.
Well,
It's my eyebrows.
yeah. What'd
What'd
you
you
do
do
to him?
to him?
Shaved them off.
No.
Waxed them. Singed them. Filled them in.
You took those damn.
That's it.
No,
I
no.
tweezed them.
Oh, you overdid it.
Listen, twiddling your thumbs just doesn't get us as far as it used to. So you got to do other things to fill your time. So I tweezed my eyebrows.
Write it down.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not just that. It's
No,
where
yeah.
you did it.
Oh, I've done it everywhere. I've done it at my friend's house. I've done it at the Capitol of Pennsylvania, not the United States.
Where were you on January 7th when those other eyebrow tweezers stormed the Capitol?
I was in Portland, Massachusetts.
Why are you never where we think you are? That's so silly.
Anyway,
I'm Carmen San Diego.
did Danny Zuko feel for you while you were doing this too?
Listen, only the toughest kids around go to Rydell High. And by Rydell High, I mean the set on a Broadway stage. Grease. I was in the grease.
Were you trying to make him feel better when he felt stranded there?
At the drive-in.
Write it down.
Write it down.
Which is in the same town as Rydell High.
But you couldn't have stopped there. You couldn't have over-tweezed your caterpillars at a drive-in alone. You had to do it with someone. You had
What's
to do
the
it with-
point? Listen, I'm a beautiful Godzilla woman. My husband was a homosexual and I left him, so I was taking someone to the drive-in. Couldn't help, I wanted my eyebrows to look correct.
But it's the fact you did it with a certifiable queen, you bohemian.
Elizabeth.
Might have been their middle name, but that's neither here nor there.
Listen, I love
I'm
a bit of
tempted.
Beyonce.
I'm half tempted to find out if you're sick and take your temperature with this very old thermometer that's got an outdated element to it we don't use anymore because it's deadly, to find out if you have a fever.
Man,
Oh,
all
I'm
this
not talking about
Fahrenheit.
Fred. Old Big Teeth Freddy. My friend from
that what you
Rydell
called him?
High. Oh, he's got that new mustache. I love it. The only problem
Dude.
was at intermission for the drive-in, he turned around to the car behind us and said, Listen,
And we
you
would have
can't take
booked him for
Freddie
that,
Mercury. You can't take Freddie Mercury anywhere. Listen, he's the only reason I was found out. If he wouldn't have dated to all the people at the drive-in, no one would have noticed I was tweezing my eyebrows.
Write it down.
Write it down.
Can I
It's
finish
not
my-
about getting caught. It's about doing the crime. And now you got to do the time.
Can I finish my snack?
That's.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't see why that. You already opened it. Like, otherwise it would just go in the trash.
And that's the game. Not only is that the game, that is the show. Thank you so much, Robin, for joining us tonight on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, Robin. That was so
you.
fun.
If you are able to and would like to, you can support us by Venmoing us at the IT Crowd. Also, you can pick up your exclusive Improv Technology merch at improvtechnology.threadless.com. We got t-shirts, mugs, pins, magnets, buttons, all the kind of shit that you'd want.
Phone cases.
So between that and the Venmo, that's how you can support us. Also, if you're just watching us for the first time because you are a friend, fan, or family member of Robin's, you can follow us, like us on Facebook, also YouTube and Twitch, whichever your preferred viewing source is. Anything you all have to say, would like to say to the audience before we go?
If you're out and around in Pennsylvania and you want to see the three of us do more ha-has, we'll see you at noon on Saturday in O'Malley's Alley.
Mm-hmm. Catch out Who's Jest at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't use their full name because they're not endorsing us at all.
That's true. At that place that we work.
There
At
it
the
is.
place that we work.
Mm-hmm.
Or potentially you could see all of us in slightly more scripted, because this was scripted. I'm sorry to break it to everybody.
Yeah, we've had the lines written down the whole time.
Yeah,
Mine are
I've
right
been.
here on this
I
list.
just have like it's a split screen. The other half is the whole script that I've been reading this whole time. Is Disaster Piece.
Mm-hmm.
This weekend is Caraway Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And next weekend, Robin is the director of the first week of Disaster Con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go check that out. Thank you all so much. We hope you have. What was that, Alex?
Then see it now before we let Cole do it.
Yeah.
Come see Steve do special events. And if you're
Woo.
Joseph
Yeah.
Romano, you'll win trivia.
It's
Just
true.
get wasted again.
Jam
It
Rocks and
helps.
Shenanigans weekend, baby. Let's go.
The IT crowd.